Welcome back, Toddler Tribe. Today we're talking about television. I know, one of those topics that our kids ask to access quite a lot. So I just want to tell you a story. Recently, I was hanging out with a little girl who's 4 and change. I don't remember how much past 4 years old she is, but she's about 4. And playing is what I went over to do. We'd sit on the floor, we had our books, I brought a puzzle, and she went and grabbed the remote and looked at me and said, "I'm going to turn on the TV." She didn't even use a question. Can I watch TV? She just declaratively said, "I'm going to turn on the TV." And in those moments, I always sit inside myself for a moment before I allow any words to come out of my mouth. Why? Well, what do we typically want to say to that? No. And that's really one of the words that I have a big rule about for myself. And when I coach and when I teach, there's like a few really big guidelines around the way we use language that I promote. And one of them is there's always a way to avoid saying no. The thing is, it comes out of our mouth so fast. And the meaning behind it, if you are a conscious collaborative parent or you are somebody who's involved in these little ones' life, like a grandparent and uncle, the meaning behind it is we don't need to watch TV. We're here together to play. But when we just say no, especially with an elevated tone or any type of punctuation in our voice, kids interpret it very differently, right? We can't give them the benefit of that doubt yet to say, oh, I bet that they just really want to engage with me and have special time. So that's why they're saying, we're not turning on the TV right now. That's not at all how they interpret it. But what I just said is what we can say. Instead of, I'm turning on the TV from a toddler coming at us and us saying, no, we can say our truth. We are not turning on the TV right now. Right now, I would like to play with you. When I spend time with you, I want us to have fun together. It's time for playing. It's not time for TV watching. So that's what I said. Right? Ooh, so proud of myself, sitting inside that moment, crafting my words. I avoided the big N-O. Guess what she said back? Oh, I love 4-year-olds because they really can find all the trigger buttons, even if they're kind of hidden or tucked behind things. She says to me, I'm bored. I want to watch TV. Whew. Again, I took a long, deep breath and asked myself, what do I want her to remember about this moment? What do I want her to hear? And what neural pathway do I want to connect? What story do I want to create that hopefully she will repeat in her head when she reaches a moment like this again? And so I said, when we feel bored, it doesn't actually mean we want to watch TV. It's fun to watch TV sometimes, right? It entertains us. It's not because we're bored. I have no idea how much of this landed for her, but it was important to me to say it out loud. Very important to me because I wanted her to hear it. Now, if I had to say it again on another day, she'd hear it again and again, right? I want her to believe that the response to her perceived boredom, which, by the way, she wasn't actually bored, right? She's using this word incorrectletly. She's attaching whatever she's feeling to the word bored because she's heard and seen other people do it. I have a whole episode on that. We'll throw that in the show notes for you so you can listen to that one. But even though she's using it incorrectly, in that moment, that's what she believes. This feeling that I'm having means that I want to turn on that box. I want her to believe something different. That when she's having that feeling, that maybe she looks for a different activity. That the thing that she's doing isn't engaging enough. So that was the next thing I said. I wonder if it's this book. I wonder if we read a different book or try the puzzle. And sure enough, we did that puzzle at least 5 times. And by the end, she had full ownership. No, I don't need your help. She said, I can do this all by myself. Watch me do this all by myself. So by the end of that intentional time together, led by my ability to thankfully thwart my triggers and use words that guided her to an interactive space, the outcome was a sense of achievement. Look at me. I can do this all by myself. Isn't that powerful? The power you have with your words is way beyond what you even know. And here's the hardest part. And I really want to start our new initiative here. I really want to start this year by calling a spade a spade. The scripts that you have in your subconscious that just come out of your mouth without you giving any thought to them are so deeply ingrained, it will be hard to sidestep them in the beginning. It will. I'm not, and never have I been here to tell you anything but the truth, right? I'm a truth teller. This journey is challenging, but you could do it because you care. You really do. So, if you are ready for that, if you're ready to recognize the conditional words that play in your subconscious as a result of your childhood and what you heard and the environment you grew up in, that's the first step. The other thing I'm really good about is never setting you up for too big an expectation out of the gate. We teach each other how to do these small, bite-size, woohoo, I did it all by myself, because we need that too. So step 1, after you finish listening to this episode, is to spend the next few days listening to yourself. That's it. Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Do not judge the words coming out of your mouth. Have you seen that thing going around the internet? We listen and we do not judge. It's pretty cool, actually. It's one of my favorite trends I've ever seen. Very healthy one. I want you to listen to the words coming out of your mouth without judging. That's step 1. And then I want you to listen for patterns. Listen for things that are coming out repeatedly. That's step 2. If you can start there, that's the level of awareness that you're going to need in order to recognize a trigger. Hear it before you say it. That's a big step down the line. You're ready for this journey. Your kids are so capable. Just be there with them. Keep doing what you do and listen to yourself and to them. That's it. That's your only assignment today. See, the teacher in me is coming out strong now. Of course, you get to decide if this is an assignment that you want to accept. And if you do, then I would love to be on that journey with you. So please do me a big favor and let me in. Let me know that you are ready for this. Scroll on down after you listen, rate and review the show, and then shoot me a DM over on Instagram and say, I'm in. I want to change the way I use my words so that I can connect with my kid and get better results. And I will be your cheerleader. Oh, I get all fired up about this stuff. But I really care because you are the one who is communicating with these kids all day, every day. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of misinterpretations. That's a lot of meanings. That is a lot of unintentional stuff that came from your past that you're throwing to your future. That's a lot of opportunity to change the game. All right, I am rooting for you, but you know what to do. I gave you your marching orders. Until next episode, stay mindful and proactive as we transform the toddler years.